Dick.
So what's up, man?
Coolin', man.
You know what I want to hear, right?
What you want to hear?
Baby!
Hey, what's up, you fucking schmucks? You know what it is.
God.
Episode 46. Yes, we've been on hiatus, but you know, Daddy got to make that money. So, you know, I got to travel.
Woo.
And I got to come back.
Yeah.
But listen, I always come back home. Don't even worry about that. You are my number one true boo. Yo, it's the Buffet Boys. We back in the building. It's Thanksgiving week. I'm so excited, and you know who it is. It's always, as always, it's your main man, the Salvadoran sensation, Eb, and of course, is always with me. It's my main man, 100 Grand, the Hotep hustler himself, the best import coming out of Mexico, Mr. Kodak Brown. Shit, I can't even speak today. Yo, it's 31
Man, you drinking? You drinking?
I'm sipping. 31 Savage. Fucking the Dutch Dynamo. Mr. Split the Check. Mr. I'm on Plenty of Fish. I'm also on Tinder. I am also on any dating website. Hit me up. You know what it is, ladies. I'm taking panties and I'm taking all numbers, all comers. Mr. Dogmatic himself, Vic.
Jesus.
Was cracking, Vic.
What's up? It's good to be back, man.
Oh, shit.
Man.
What's
Been
up,
a minute,
Vic?
man.
It's been a minute. Been a long time. It feels like a long time.
Man.
But we back in the
It
saddle.
does.
Listen, man. Hey, listen. Around the holidays, you know, shit gets a little hectic. But we got to do what we got to do.
Tight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm still back at it. You know what it is? So, yo, episode 46, Vic. I would ask you how your weekend went, but I'm sure it went just the same way as mine did, which was very, it was full of anger, hostility, and disappointment. Because, yo, listen, I don't understand. My question is why? Like, why do the Raiders continue to do what they do the way they do that do to us? Why do they do this thing to us, Vic, where they just rip our fucking hearts out and just say, oh, you thought we were going to the playoffs? No. We don't work that way, sir. We're going to go right back to mediocrity. Yo, what is up, Vic? What is up?
Man, I don't even want to, man. I don't even want to go here. It hurts too much, man. It hurts too much. You know how much I love the Raiders.
Yeah.
You love the Raiders as much as I love the Raiders, man.
Yes, I do.
And it's like, even when we're good,
We're bad.
we're waiting for this. Yeah, even when we're good, we wait for this because we know it can't be too many. It was either last season or nothing. It looks like.
Yeah, apparently
it didn't work. It didn't work last season, so we got nothing.
Yo, dog.
Man, it hurts, man. And worst of all, the worst part of it all is they had 2 weeks to prepare for
Dog.
probably the best organization that has been in the NFL the last 20 years.
14 days. 14 days of prep.
And they went out and embarrassed themselves. It wasn't even like they lost a close game and you could be proud of, you know, like you can make the excuse, oh, they traveled to Mexico. No, they play with no heart. They play with little skill. The receivers are out there dropping balls. The only one you can count on is a fucking tight end. Al Davis would be proud of that, though. He loves tight ends.
Yeah. Yo, that was a throwback for Al. He was like, "Oh shit, y'all got a tight end. You know how much I love tight ends. You know how much I love tight ends, boo. That you know me so well. That and fast receivers who can't catch."
A quarterback that's not even accurate, but he could throw the ball fucking 70 yards.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily we got Derek Carr, but yo, listen, I don't get it, Vic. Being a Raider fan is like being in a very fucked up, shitty relationship with a chick who constantly cheats on you, and she finally got her shit together and was like, oh shit, like, so you done being a hoe. I've finally been waiting all this life, you know, for this life, and then
she said, Just kidding.
Just kidding. I sucked your boss's dick last week. Like, oh, word? Okay. I guess we're back to square one. But yo, man, yeah, dog. Hey, listen. To say I was disappointed isn't a fucking understatement, because I was like, God damn, man, how much more are we gonna take of this? How the fuck do you have all this money, you have all this talent, and then you have fucking schoolyard kids, dog, running this organization? You got a fucking 37-year-old dog who worked at a bank 3 years ago. Now he's running the offense. And then you got fucking Ken Norton Jr., dog, who doesn't know how to fucking defend shit. There's no fucking thing, dog. It's like, yo, who do we have here? Just upsetting me, Vic. Upsetting me. And I know you were super upset because we've been waiting how long for this get back with Tom Brady? And Tom Brady was like, oh, y'all must have forgot. Listen, I took my TB12 10 minutes ago.
Well, I told you in the first quarter when I saw like the first like 3 passes, I texted you and said, yeah, he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants this game. It's going to be embarrassing. Yeah. And it was. And I mean, as much as I hate Tom Brady, if you give him the opportunity, he will pick you apart.
Yeah.
And he does it that's what he does for a living. He picks people apart. And
I mean,
I guess we didn't prep for that. I guess we prepped for fucking Trent Dilfer.
Yo, you know, dog, we make Trent Dilfer look like a fucking Hall of Famer, dog. We made Jay Cutler look like Tom Brady.
Make everybody look like a Hall of Famer. I can't get decent defensive backs, man.
Nah. For what?
The only one we've had in like the last 10 years is Charles Woodson.
And Nnamdi. Yeah, Nnamdi also, what was it?
Yeah, and then he went somewhere else and he sucked.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. However, this is my issue, Vic, real quick, is you got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to come out with a fucking game plan, right? And instead of saying, you know what we should do is maybe, I see you sipping, what we should do is maybe fly to Mexico, get acclimated to the altitude, you know, and get acclimated to this field. Nah, fuck that.
Nah, fuck that. We're going to go the day before.
We're going
to leave the day before, and then we're going to get fucking our ass slapped.
These guys were like, yo, we're in Vegas. Yo, I'm getting married in 4 hours. Fuck it. Let's let it ride. And then I'm going to show up right to like, yo, the Patriots, dog, an organization said, you know what? We're going to stay in Denver, and we're going to get acclimated to this altitude. So when we get there, you know what I mean? Like, we're used to it. Nah. It's all right. Listen, we did it last year against the fucking Houston Texans.
Yeah, it worked for us, barely. The Patriots didn't go all the way, right? They didn't go all the way to Mexico and stay there for a week. They went at least to a comparable
They did the next best thing.
It's not the next best thing, exactly. And just to let y'all know, the stadium in Oakland is below sea level. So...
yeah, that's not going to make a difference.
It couldn't be more opposite of what they needed to do. But anyway, Eb, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done for this season.
Let's do this, Vic. Just to let you guys know, yo, we still out here banging with the Raiders, but it hurts.
Yeah, we still love them, man, but it hurts. It hurts so much.
It's like having a kid and your kid's a drug addict, and you're just like, yo, my kid's a fucking drug addict. I still love you though, but you're a fucking drug addict.
But goddamn, it hurts.
Continue to disappoint. So anyway, man, listen. Yo, the Lakers ain't doing all that great either, dog.
The what?
I said the Lakers ain't doing all that great either.
Man, fuck that. I ain't even ready to talk about that. But Eb, I have an update for something we talked about off air.
Okay.
We were talking about this particular thing that I've noticed at the gym lately.
Oh.
This particular woman. This older Latina woman, I would bet that she's Mexican.
Oh, yeah.
So I let Eb know that there's this woman that goes into the pool area, because that's what I do for some cardio. I do some lap swims.
Let him know where, Vic. Let him know what gym. Plug the gym, Vic.
Well, I don't want to get stalked, Eb. I don't want to get stalked.
Fuck out of here. Oh my God, there he is. There he is right there. Is that Vic? Oh my God, that's Vic from the Buffet Boys.
Let's not bother him. Let's not bother him. He's trying to get his workout in.
He's in his third set. No, anyway, look at those straps.
Anyway. So this woman's really nice and all.
Yeah.
But she comes very wrong to the gym. She comes walking in with instead of a gym bag or a backpack or, you know, something reasonable, she comes in with wheeling luggage, Eb.
Disrespectful as
fuck. Like, I the first time I saw it, I was just perplexed. I didn't know what to think. I was like, who let this woman come out of the house with the wheelie luggage to go to the gym?
And that's the problem right there. Someone in her family is saying, hey, listen, Rosario, it's okay. Don't worry. Get your luggage bag. You know, put your sweats in there. Put your fucking sports bra. Put your Skechers in there. And listen.
So, Eb, the update is not that she stopped bringing it.
They kicked her out.
But I found a new person bringing one in.
A luggage?
2 people now. 2 people bringing in luggage to the gym.
What kind
luggage?
Of
not just like any regular old like backpack or
carry-on.
This is
You're talking
luggage.
about a carry-on.
Yeah,
a carry-on.
Like she can hit the PJ and be off to Bermuda tomorrow.
You don't know what kind of life she's living, Vic. You don't know where
she ain't living that life.
You don't know.
I can look at this lady. She probably drives a 1991 Toyota Corolla, okay?
Okay.
Like, I'm telling you right now, there's no way she's jet sitting every day.
She gonna fuck you up, Vic.
Way.
When you go up to her and be like, hey, Rosario, so like, listen, I always see you in here with the rolly bag, you know, the carry on, like, what's up? Well, like, what do you
What's
do?
good, ma?
What's good? What's good? Well, you know, listen, I own a couple properties around the world. Like, around the world? Yeah. I usually just fly out to Vegas to, you know, gamble, and then I fly back. You're like, wow, really?
I get my swim sets in around 12 o'clock, then I jet set in the PJs, scheduled at 1 o'clock.
Now, granted, I know
Vegas, come back.
I have all this money, and I could definitely have my own house with my own pool, but why do that when I can come to the fucking... When I can come to the 24-hour fitness.
LA Fitness.
That people are peeing in and fucking leaving skin flakes all over.
Hey, I know I pee in that pool.
You have?
I know. Every day.
You're
every
nasty
day.
As fuck, Victor.
Every day. Fuck that.
You're
fuck
foul
that.
as
Get the
fuck.
fuck out of here.
You're foul,
Hell
dog.
no.
How old are
Hell
you?
no.
How old are you, dog? You're a 32-year-old grown-ass man peeing in a fucking public pool.
It don't matter.
Vic, I don't believe you. Vic, I don't believe you.
Nope.
Are you seriously peeing?
I'm telling you. Every day.
You a fucking
every day.
Scumbag, dog.
Every day.
You're a straight scumbag.
Every day.
How could you do that? Are you hey, I thought they put that blue dye in the shit, or is that fake? Like, is that movie shit?
It's a myth.
Is that movie shit?
That ain't real.
Oh,
that ain't a real thing.
That was only in Grown Ups too? Damn.
That's Grown Ups too. You didn't see the fake CGI going around his body? Nah, man, that don't work.
That's wild, Vic. Are you serious? Damn, you're disgusting.
Every day. Every day.
Why don't you just pee in the fucking bathroom like a normal human?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Dog, you'll give somebody fucking hepatitis, dog. What's wrong with you?
Man, I'd have to have hepatitis for them to get it. Anyway.
What?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Some people say tomato. Others say tomato. What can I say?
Talking about? Yo, listen, we need to have a discussion about this shit, Victor. That's pretty foul, dog. That's his word. That's borderline. I'm taking a shit and there's 5 stalls next to me and you want to choose the one right fucking next to me.
No, that's not the same shit, man.
Victor, you're talking about
a pool that has thousands of gallons in it. My 18 ounces of piss is not gonna change the balance of the pool.
That's gross, dog. Someone just says it smells like garlic. What the fuck is going on over here?
What? Have you ever been to a public pool? What do you think goes on in there?
I mean, I've never.
The pee is the least of your problems, Ed.
What is the other?
Is the least of your problems. I worked at a public pool for 10 years.
Oh, that's right. You're the guru.
I know. Yeah, I got the inside information. Pee is the least of your problems.
Damn, well, least. What's the actual, what would be a worry?
Shit. Literally?
Or semen? Nah, I guess not, right? I mean, if you're peeing.
Not really.
Or ejaculating.
I mean, maybe trace, maybe trace amounts, but it ain't a big deal, man. It ain't a big deal. Trust me, it ain't a big deal.
Bro,
if you if you want to really think about it,
let's put that out. Let's just put that out. Let's put that out.
Am I a scumbag or not?
Scumbag.
For peeing in the pool.
That's gonna be the question of the week, Vic. Are you a scumbag for fucking peeing in the public pool? And you're 32. No, you're 31.
Don't matter.
31 years old.
Don't matter.
You're peeing in a pool. Are you a scumbag for that?
I don't think so.
That's
I don't think
that's the first question of the week, and we're gonna pull the shit out that. And Victor, listen, I know you're a contrarian. That's gonna be your new name from now on,
Mr. Contrarian.
Mr. Contrarian.
Oh shit.
However, if the polls come back that you are a fucking scumbag for peeing in the pool, you need to take that fucking L. And you need to live with that and realize that it is indeed some scumbag shit. You can't be.
I'll just say this, Eb.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. The polls ain't gonna change my behavior. Not at all.
God damn it, Victor.
But I am interested to hear what y'all think.
Nasty.
We're gonna put a poll up, so just let us know.
Nasty.
Cause I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Fucking disgusting, Victor. Damn.
All right, Eb.
Yo.
Well, now that we got the platitudes out of the way, what are you going to start with, Eb? What do we want to talk about this week, man?
Well, I told you, since we were talking about the fucking Raiders, I was going to transition to another whack team that's killing us right now, the fucking Lakers, and we got to talk about Lonzo Ball and the shit that he pulled last week, where, again, I don't know how you feel about it. I know I feel very, very strongly about this. Which is,
okay.
There was a little skirmish, a little skerfuffle on the court, and your man Lonzo he literally walked by that fight like nothing was going on. Like he was going to class. Like, oh, that's just.
It don't involve me.
But yet everyone on the team was like fighting except him. He was just walking away.
My name is Paul, and that's between y'all.
My name's Bennett, and I ain't in it. I ain't fucking my money up.
Oh, shit. All right, Eb. Well, I saw this, right? And, like, I never played pro sports, obviously. I never even played college sports. But I played high school sports, so did you. And
I was at the combine, Vic. Do not forget that I was at the combine. Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry. Let me not fuck your shit up.
Don't listen.
Man, you're married now. You don't need to fuck with that shit.
Don't besmirch my fucking credibility out in these streets. I was at the combine in 06. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, if in high school one of my teammates walked away from a scrap, that's it, man. You lost credibility.
All of it.
You gotta do something crazy to make up for it.
Not only that, he's a rookie. Like, yo, what?
Yes.
At what point did we get in sports where rookies don't have to prove themselves anymore? Is it a millennial thing?
When LeBron James started texting happy birthday and tweeting happy birthday to people, that's when.
Fucking doing the whole FaceTime, like, hey, Lonzo, how are you? Oh my God, you got a lineup? Happy birthday, bitch. Yo, seriously, I don't.
That is, Eb, that's some of the softest shit I think I've ever seen.
Just walking by it.
If
you walk right by it. Like,
if you were on the bench, or on the complete opposite side of the court, maybe.
Possibly.
But if you walk right by it, you ain't my fucking teammate.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're not down to ride. You're not down to ride.
We're on the same court, but you ain't my teammate. Am I wrong? I don't see what's going on.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I think, listen, especially as a rookie, but not only that, Vic, it's not like this team is comprised of a whole bunch of veterans. They're a bunch of young cats. And if you out here, listen, you're already fucking up because no one pretty much likes you. You're bringing too much attention to the fucking Lakers, knowing that we're not the best team out there right now. We don't need that type of heat. You know what I mean? Let us play. Let us sneak in a couple wins here and there. And to just walk by, and he walked by so just like, meh. Like, there's no passion. There's no passion from the kid. There's nothing. He's walking right by like it is what it is. I'm like, yo.
That's something you brought up was actually makes it worse. Where the Lakers aren't doing well right now. Yeah. They're not playing good. They're not winning games. You know, when you're a team that's losing, you gotta have something, right? You have to have a little bit of edge to you. You gotta play a little scrappiness. You know, you gotta play tough.
Absolutely.
At least, at least be known that, you ain't gonna get walked on. And they can't even do that. But I mean, I look at Lonzo Ball in his eyes, and I see that Eli Manning in it. I see that Eli Manning.
Do see it. He looks a little soft.
That scared little man that everything has to go right, or else I'm gonna be a big ass crybaby about it.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, I don't know if he also came out and he had a statement regarding the whole issue. And he not even basically said, he said straight up, listen, no one in the NBA is about to fight, so why am I even going to bother? And I'm like, okay. First of all, when someone says some shit like that, I mean, it's true, but you making it seem like you got the hands. Like, you making it seem like you out here Golden Gloves fucking, 2017.
At least pretend like everyone else is.
Yeah.
At least pretend like every other player in the NBA does. Because, he's not wrong that they're not going to really fight. There's too much money in their hands to really fight. They ain't Ron Artest. Ron Artest didn't give a fuck.
But
they ain't Jermaine O'Neal. They're down to fucking punch a fan.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, regardless, you have to go out there and stick up for your fucking teammates. And the fact that you're saying that you ain't these guys ain't really about that life. I'm like, dog, you're not about that life. Like, what are you talking? Where are you making it?
Yeah.
Why are you making it seem like you was about to fucking karate-size everyone out there, fuck everyone up, knowing damn well that you would get...
Didn't he say something like he didn't want to get a T or something like that? Your team is doing shit. Your team is not doing anything. What the fuck does it matter if you get one T if it shows your teammates that you're willing to have their back?
And that's the bigger.
See, that's
the bigger problem right there. Is the fact that he's not.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the mentality of a winner and a loser. You have to have your teammates back,
even if you get chin checked.
Like,
even if you get served, I would much rather you go up there and take that ass whooping or that shove or whatever's going to be in the NBA. If you know that they're not going to fight, go out there and push a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
get your jersey wrinkled a little.
Yeah, go fucking nuck if you buck. Like, why are you acting like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, no, if I'm a teammate, I'm like, this guy's a bitch. Straight bitch made. Yep. And we've already had 2 years in a row with some bitch assness coming from our fucking second round picks. First, it was, what's that kid's name with the thick eyebrows? What's the kid's name with the thick eyebrows?
Fuck, I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? Thick eyebrows. He looked like a fucking Muppet. And then they shipped him over to Brooklyn. Anyway, fuck. God damn it. Anyway, that fucking clown. The whole thing with Swaggy P and how he was like snitching on him, fucking leaking out tapes of Swaggy P cheating on Iggy Azalea. And now this?
Yeah.
It's too much, dog. There's more drama than fucking balling out, dog. If these guys were balling out, I could care less. But they're not, dog.
Yep.
And last year, D'Angelo Russell. There we go. D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
He broke the fucking guy code by snitching on everyone, including himself, to be made out to be a fucking sucker snake. And now we have this fucking retard who doesn't want to fight and just, it is what it is. And your dad's already acting like a fucking moron every day on TV, on TNT. And now you're acting like a sucker. Dog, this isn't a good look. It's not a good look, my man. It's not a good look.
Man.
So I'm saying, Vic, as a teammate, what do you do in that? Are you just like, I'm going to shun you? Or is it more like, I know what's going to go down? Like, I know that this dude he's not going to be out here. He's not going to have my back. He's just out here.
No, yeah, absolutely. You know that. Absolutely, you know that. If you can't count on your teammates to have your back, like, that's the only thing they need to do. Like, wins and losses, players can get over it, right? Like, I mean, average players, right? Regular ass players. Maybe not Kobe, maybe not like, MJ, maybe not Shaq, Those players want to win every game. But regular ass players, they just want you to have their back.
Regular ass players.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we got, right? We got a squad of regular ass players. Fucking regular Joes. Fucking, they can be selling some fucking J's at the fucking Foot Locker next year.
Damn, at the swap meet.
Fuck that. I ain't giving them no slack.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Don't. They're fucking... Listen, I don't think we have one valid superstar on our team. Not one.
Nope.
Not one.
Nope.
As much as...
We got a couple potentials, I'll be honest. We have some potentials, but...
Potential what? Superstars?
They ain't really showing it.
Superstars or like...
Yeah.
We ain't got no... Dog, we ain't got no...
Like solid players.
Yeah,
solid.
there you go.
We got potential solid players.
We ain't got no Russell Westbrooks. We ain't got no Carmelos. We ain't got no LeBrons.
Nope.
We ain't got none of that. We got a lot of good, really strong role players. You know, and the fact, again, like you said, hey, listen, I would much...
We got some potential Jimmy Butlers out there.
Jimmy... okay.
I like Jimmy Butler.
All I'm saying is... Jimmy Butler's a baller. Jimmy Butler's a baller.
Yeah,
get out of here. All I'm saying is, listen, I can deal with you missing shots or, you know, turnovers, all that shit, whatever. It's part of the game. However, I can't deal with you as my teammate not having my back at all. Like, you need to get in the scuffle and let everyone know, like, nah, I'm here riding for, like, dog, when Magic Johnson gives you the keys to the organization figuratively, and you pull some shit like that, that lets me know that you're not ready for this. You're nowhere near. If that was Michael would have been out there like, yo, listen, I'm gonna poke you in the eye, motherfucker. If it was Kobe, he gonna take a couple shots to the chin just for the team. You know what I mean?
He done it.
He's done it. Chris Childs this guy still wakes up. He still wakes up with sweats, dog, in the middle of the night, thinking of Chris Childs catching him with a 2-piece and no biscuit. You know what I mean? And
you got to give it to him. That at least he was there.
Absolutely,
he didn't back down. Like, that's the worst you're gonna get. You're gonna get a 2-piece or a 1-piece.
And that's it. And it ain't gonna be like a 2-piece.
He ain't gonna break.
He ain't gonna give you that 2-piece night special. Ain't no one getting knocked out in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna get the hands, maybe, or you might get tossed to the ground and your shirt ripped up. But yo, you gotta show that you have passion. You gotta show that you in it. Not this like blasé, very, it is what it is. No one's fighting anyway. You're not that person, my man. So just admit to what it was, which was you're a weenie. You didn't want to get involved. And like I told you from the jump, Vic, this guy's a sucker. And I do not know why we wasted a 2nd-round pick on this guy. And let's not get on his brothers. Let's not get on that bullshit that his brother pulled in China.
Let's not even go there.
Let's not even get into that shit and the people that are out here fucking caping for this kid because I have no idea why. And as a matter of fact, Vic, you got into a little fucking skerfuffle, a little issue. You know, you was out there on the...
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was in a Facebook group, which will remain nameless to protect the identities of the people that I had a little argument with. But along the lines of this entire, Lemangelo, whatever the fuck his name
Lemangelo.
Stealing incident in China, somebody posted that we're so blessed to have the privilege we do with the judicial system here in the United States. And I kindly replied with pretty much what the fuck are you talking about? Because in this country, we incarcerate more people, not just people of color, more people in this country than any other country in the world.
And mind you, China has, next to India, is probably the most overpopulated country in the entire world.
China is more populated than India.
There you go. And we got more people incarcerated in the United States.
So to go ahead and, you know, avoid these facts that are thrown out, they went ahead and said, "Oh no, I'm talking about, you know, the privilege we show when we go to other countries." And I'm sorry, this person, I'm not going to say the gender.
Damn, dog, someone's going to be listening to this like, okay, Facebook group, check. Female, check.
Buffet's boys, check.
Judiciary system, check. Let's see.
You know, to kind of like shy away from the actual point that she was making and that I pretty much
called her out. Just say you called her out for it.
I called her out for it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm talking about the privilege that Americans act out act out in other parts of the world when we go to visit. And she's not wrong about that.
Absolutely
One
not.
thing that's the most ignorant, stupid shit that all Americans do. Don't matter if you're white, black, Asian, whatever, brown. It don't matter. I've seen it so many times where you act without
almost as if the rules don't apply to you in another country. You have
very much so.
We have
and without respect of their culture. Mm-hmm. So to do that, I agreed with her. But the fact that she was trying to point out that 10 years was a little too much for stealing, Gucci bags or whatever, Louis Vuitton bags, I just went ahead and let her know that, hey, if you stole Louis Vuitton here, if you stole it here, and it's over $900, guess what? That's a felony.
Yeah.
That's and that can be several years in prison.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand the point she was trying to make, like I explained to you, which is, I think, 10 years. Well, 10 years is excessive for a fucking Gucci belt. However, it's fucking China. We don't live there. They make their own fucking rules. By the way, that's one of the reasons why China's crime rate is so low, is because they have these crazy fucking laws, and I wouldn't even call them crazy. They're just very stringent. You know what I mean? Like
very harsh punishments.
Yeah,
very harsh punishments for breaking the law.
And again, their crime rate is super low, damn near non-existent. I think the police out there look for shit to do and fuck with people because it's just like there's no crime really being committed. You know what I mean? But again, that goes back to what kind of culture you're creating out there. But again, the point is, it doesn't matter. It's another country. Let them do what. That's how they rock. That's how they rock. You can't tell another country.
Here's the thing. It's not like they were giving him an excessive punishment because he was black or because he was American or because he was famous. That's the kind of punishment you get as a Chinese citizen.
Regardless.
So it's not like they were going overboard.
That was their law. That's their law.
That's their law.
Yeah.
That's the way they work.
Yeah.
And it's not like they treated him bad. He was under house arrest at a
Westin. At a hotel.
Yes, at a hotel. So I don't understand where the terrible treatment was going on for this guy.
Well, I mean, again,
I don't get it. I don't get where I should feel sorry for him.
I don't think anyone should. I don't think anyone should. He made a fucking dumbass mistake. He's old enough to know what it is. He comes from a privileged family as it is, because the guy, he has money, and there's no reason why you should be seeing. You did something stupid. So part of what she was alluding to, which was, again, we have as Americans this stigma, almost this braggadocious kind of mentality, which is, I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's why fucking what's his name, Lochte, was over there doing bullshit in Brazil, because they think they can get away with it, because it is what it is. We're Americans. We're fucking uncultured swine. That's what we are. We only give a we only give a fuck about the United States, and we think the United States is the end all be all. It might be, but we're in a bubble, right? So I'm assuming that's what she was alluding to. That's kind of at least how I took it. However, articulating it is very important, because what you're saying is that the judiciary system, we should be privileged to have this type of judiciary system. Listen, we all know, first of all, there's laws right now that can put you away for like nonsense, for like some shit. Be like, word, that's a law. You know what I mean? But again,
tell them the example you gave me earlier.
Yeah,
right?
Hey, listen, in some states, you can't fuck a chick in the butt. Like, you doing some anal play? Dog, there's some states you can't even get a blowjob without going to jail.
A blowy?
You can't even get,
blowy?
You can't get no top.
Oh,
no
man.
top. Yo, like that noon top, you can't get none of that. No sloppy toppy. No, none of that. You can't get none of it. You going to jail. So to say that we have our judiciary system is, we're damn near basically saying it's better than anywhere else, and we're privileged to have it, because those were the exact words. That was the exact point.
The thing that made it the worst, and the reason why I didn't let it go, is because out of all people in this country that would say that, people of color know better.
Yeah.
And this person was a person of color. They should know better, Eb. We know how it goes down. We know that that people of color get discriminated upon by the judicial system far more than people that are not of color.
Absolutely.
We get harsher punishments. Mm-hmm. We get longer sentences for the same crimes that are committed by white people.
Right. And
now I'm not excusing bad behavior. I'm not. But to say that there's a system that disproportionately punishes a group of people just based on how they look, and to say that that's a privilege, that we're privileged to have that shit is mind blowing to me. So that's what got me upset, and that's what got me going. That's what made me not back down.
Preach, Victor, preach.
God.
I believe it. No, hey, listen,
all worked up.
I agree. I agree with you. I mean, it's 100% true. Now, switching it up and saying, hey, we're uncultured swine and we think that we can do whatever the fuck we want. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, we live in a bubble, and that's very accurate and very true. And unfortunately, it wasn't articulated well, right? So it comes off as saying we're privileged to have the justice system that we do in this country, which in reality we really don't. Let's really break it down. There's been plenty of documentaries. There's been plenty of fucking dialogue. It's documented. We know what it
statistics.
is. Yeah. And
statistics.
So you're right. For someone for a person of color to even say that, to even fucking come up with that is very, it's a little irritating, because you start thinking like, okay, I would hope that but again, if no one's saying, you know what, my apologies, I misspoke, or that's not really what I was trying to say, that leads me to believe that maybe you do think that our fucking justice system is better than else's. Yes. But again, who are we to say anything? Who are we to say that that's right and that's wrong when we have laws right now that put people away for fucking 10, 15 years over what? Over a pound of weed?
Yeah. The thing is that I would rather go to jail in the United States than anywhere else. That's true.
All day.
Right?
All day.
That's true,
all
right?
Day.
Like, I don't want to, but that's true.
All day.
But that's splitting hairs. That's not saying that we have a great system. That's just saying I prefer it because I know it.
Yeah. But that's like,
you know what I'm saying?
That's saying I would rather go I'd rather go to a 5-star restaurant out here than go to any other country for a 5-star restaurant. I just feel that it would be better out here, or whatever the case may be, right? We're all happy to be in this country, mm-hmm. All right? We can go on the internet and watch whatever we want, as opposed to going to, for the most part.
Hey, we better lose that net neutrality, though. Let's not even go into that.
But the point is,
let's not even.
For now, we can. And even when that shit goes away, we'll still probably be able to, but we'll have to pay for the shit. But if you go to Russia, you ain't watching what you want to watch, my man. You watching what fucking Vladimir Putin wants you to watch.
China,
North Korea. You may not even get the internet. So again, I get it. I understand it. However, that point wasn't articulated all too well, because there are entirely too many cases, which, by the way, there's always a post about something, right? We're always talking about specifically that, right? The injustice within the justice system. So we can't pick and choose.
So that is a good way to get into our next topic, Eb. And this has been very, very hot topic, very popular, story in the news. And it's your boy, the meekest of the millest, Eb. God. Meek Mill is in the news again because he got arrested, and, he's gonna do a couple years, according to the sentencing.
Maybe.
We just mentioned it last week, or last time we did an episode. And, so the new things have come up are that people are really backing him. They're really supporting his cause, and, they're trying to make a movement, which I had an interesting conversation, and it spilled over to you through text messages that, my brother Carlos, which will be on the show eventually, I think we're planning on making him, we're gonna,
listen,
we're gonna get him on here.
I don't know.
We're gonna get him on here.
I don't know if I'm gonna allow that. I might veto that.
Well, hey, if it's 3 votes, we outvote you.
I got 2 votes right now, my man. This is Buffet Boys, Vic and Eb. Not Vic, Eb, and Carlos. Carlos' vote don't count, son. So we'll decide.
All right, man. But anyway, so me and my brother were going to the gym today, and And he's like, hey, did you hear about this Meek Mill situation? And of course I had. And, my brother got pretty worked up about one little...
Worked up is putting it very mildly, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to, not paint him in a bad light. But he got really upset about one particular detail of this whole situation. And that's the fact that Kevin Hart has been supporting Meek Mill and setting up GoFundMe pages and setting up walkathons to help Meek Mill in his fight against this grave injustice, as he put it. It really made my brother upset, right? He got really upset with me, and the only thing that I was arguing with him, because Meek Mill deserves to be in jail. Like, you fuck up on parole, man, you're gonna get fucked, right?
Yeah.
That's the likelihood. You fuck up on parole. In New York, they have the rap police. We all know this. Literally, the rap police. They have a group of police officers that sit around, look at Instagram and Facebook and fucking Twitter to make sure you ain't doing stupid shit if you're a rapper. Literally, Ed.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be popping wheelies and fucking skirting around. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. And he did. He's going to jail. I had no problem with that. But the fact that my brother was saying, hey, fuck Kevin Hart. That's what he said. He said, fuck Kevin Hart.
I mean, whatever.
Because
he's entitled to his opinion, Vic.
He's entitled to his opinion. I respect that. But I don't get why. Because these guys are from the same city. I mentioned this. These guys probably popped off near around the same time, within a few years probably. And Philly people, they hold down their city.
They stick together.
They don't get as much like recognition as some of the other big cities, or the South, or they kind of get put into a corner. So when all the Philly cats pop, they kind of stick together.
Right.
So I understand why Kevin Hart is out here kind of backing him and doing what he can. I'm not 100%, but I'd be willing to bet that they're friends.
I mean, I get that, and I was a little conflicted at first, because your brother, your brother was trying to like, yo, how do you feel about this whole Meek Mill shit? And I agree with him wholeheartedly, which is, listen, you know what it is. You got all this fucking money. Why don't you just make music, go on tour, lay low, stay away from the fuck shit, and you'll be fine. You've been dealing with this fucking judge. You've been dealing with the police and this parole shit for damn near like half your life, right?
Yep.
Why are you poking the bear? Why are you fucking still doing drugs? Why are you still popping wheelies in New York? Why are you still hanging around with a bunch of fuck motherfuckers who jump in safari and putting you in a position to lose? You have to move carefully. You got to move smarter. So the fact that you got popped and you going to jail, I mean, listen, I can't feel sorry for that. It is what it is. You know that this person has it out for you, whether right or wrong. It is what it is. At this point, you need to move smart. You need to protect your assets. You need to protect your money. I get that. And your brother's upset because it's like, yo, how the fuck is another millionaire trying to put up a GoFundMe page for another fucking millionaire? And it's just like, yo, there's a whole bunch of other people going through the same shit in jail right now that don't have any money, who are just there for whatever reason, And I get that. I completely understand that. And I agree with your brother wholeheartedly. 100%. That's bullshit. Like, yo, listen.
I do too, though.
First of all, how you gonna have a GoFundMe page? How is a millionaire gonna put up a GoFundMe page for another millionaire to get money from fucking people that are making $30,000 a year? No, that's not the way it works, So I get that part. However, the one thing that you and I discussed, which kind of made me see, and I was like, you know what? That makes sense. It's, yo, who are we to tell Kevin Hart what to do for his friend? Because if I was a millionaire rapper, you were a millionaire rapper, Carlos was a millionaire rapper, if he gets popped for a gun charge, I'm probably going to try to do the same thing. I'm probably going to try to go ahead and put up a GoFundMe page, you know what I mean? Or do a walkathon, free Carlos, free CeeLos. I'm going to try to do the same thing.
But,
so
I mean, that's the thing we were talking about, that as long as it's something not like completely egregious, like you murdered somebody off some stupid shit, off some petty shit, and you touch someone, whatever.
I think raping, molesting, and all that. Yeah, we're not fucking with you. We're cleaning our hands, and you have to fight.
There's limits. Yeah, there's limits.
You're
gonna
be on your own for that one.
Off a gun charge, you gonna turn your back on your friend?
Yeah, I mean
that's some crazy shit. Like if Ed or Carlos, Carlos is my brother, obviously. Like the line extends a little further,
Damn, dog. What you trying to say?
So if 100 Ed.
So Carlos catches a murder rap.
You, dog. If Carlos murders you, wow. I gotta help him, man.
Damn. But if I murder him, I don't get the same like love.
I don't know, dog. I don't think so.
What happens if circumstances?
Let's see. Situation. Let's see.
Carlos is about to hurt a kid, and I have to kill him. Carlos is in a murder.
Do I know this kid?
Carlos,
do I know this kid?
Carlos is in a alcoholic rage. Yeah.
Question. Is this kid an asshole?
No. Well, I was gonna say it was like your little cousin, so maybe. But I'd say
I have a lot of asshole little cousins.
Okay, there it is. One of your cousins, dog. He's in a fucking violent rage, and he's about to kill your cousin. Then I come,
get into this.
Bang! I have to get him.
I don't want to incriminate myself in the future. I don't want to. But what I'm saying is, Eb, is if it's you, for you it's easier because we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah. I'd
go as far as I could to help you out.
Get it. I understand. And that's the point that's the point that I understood that you were trying to make.
Yes.
But your brother was very upset. Very mad.
Hey, he was hot. Yo, like I'm telling you, we were driving all the way to the gym and he was hot. He was talking really loud. And we walked into the gym and I thought, okay, he's probably gonna get a little less loud because we're in public now.
Nope.
You
must have forgot. Nope. You must have forgot who your brother was.
No, I know who my brother is.
Your brother does not give up.
But yeah, man. Look. We're very much like where we kind of stick to our guns when we're very convinced about something.
Yeah, you guys are very dogmatic approach to a lot.
We're very stubborn too. So I get it, man. But I just kind of see it as if it was Ed or if it was one of my other friends that I'd do anything for, I'd do anything for him.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like
so.
He's just, he's trying to bring awareness to the situation because the judge in this case, she seems a little shifty. She seems very, you know what I mean? Man. She's doing some crazy shit, so I can understand that, I was telling your brother, I read this story that this chick wanted Meek Mill to remix On Bended Knee by Boys to Men and give her a fucking shout out on the fucking song. I was like, yo, what kind of sociopath does that shit? Like, yo. And Meek was like, no. Like, that's not gonna happen.
And rightfully so, man. Yeah. And rightfully so. But that's not even getting into the little bits about the case that are interesting and problematic. That is problematic. The fact that the DA suggested that they do not violate his parole for this incident also is problematic. I get it that a judge can do what they feel is right, but like with that added to the whole remix and all that, and the fact that she's being investigated by the FBI, makes a big difference. So maybe there is some injustice there. Carlos is listening to this right now, and he's probably getting all hot right now. He's all upset.
I need to speak my piece.
I need to be on the next episode. But I just get it, man. I get where Kevin Hart is coming from. I get it. And I also get where Carlos is coming from, that Meek Mill is where he probably deserves to be.
Because he put himself in that situation.
Because he put himself in the situation.
Yeah.
So I get it, man. I get it. But, you know, sometimes we get stuck on one particular aspect of an argument and it goes odd. So
So I think the question is here. Is Kevin Hart wrong for trying to put on for his friend? Is he wrong for trying to essentially help his I mean, this is a friend in the industry. You know what I mean? Like at first I didn't grasp that, but it's true. Kevin Hart is from Philly. Meek Mill is from Philly.
At some point it was probably that. And if you hang around someone long enough, it becomes more than just an industry friend.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, you have Jay-Z, you have Rick Ross, but these people are he's involved with monetarily. Now that I'm starting to think about it, though, is this more of a fucking money move? Like, yo, we got to get this guy out because he needs to make some bread. The only thing I don't agree with, I agree with the fact that, yo, you're going to put on for your mans. You're going to try to get your friend out. You're going to shed some light on this. I get that. The only two issues that I have with it, Vic, are one, there are some real people out there, man, who are facing some real bad injustice, man. You know what I mean? Like, they are not getting treated fairly by the justice system, and they're looking at more than 2 to 4 fucking years. You know what I mean? And they're getting no help. And the other one,
man. I get it.
The other one is,
and we talk about it. We talk about this every week. We talk about fucked up situations almost every week.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I'm for that. And I don't think it's right for a millionaire to raise money from another millionaire, from some regular ass fucking people, some Reggie ass people.
When you got 2 other millionaires already down, like Jay-Z's a damn near billionaire.
Just bankroll it yourself. How about that?
Yeah, don't be asking.
How about you just bankroll it yourself? Yeah.
Come support. We're already supporting you with the fucking trash ass music that you put out. Meek Mill's good for one banger every 3 years. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Listen, you're making a killing off this, like, very, very just the music that you put out. It's like Drake in a way. You have a niche and you go for that niche, and you have stuck to that niche for like the last 6 years. It's just hollering and making hype music. But whatever, you're making bread. So again, those are the only 2 things that I can't fuck with. One, you're asking regular Joe Schmoes to help and pay for this. You know what I mean? And the other one is, yo, how about we raise awareness for these other people who are really, really facing an injustice? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you, man. I get it. So, I mean, Eb, where do you want to go from here, man? Where on this list of stories do you want to go from here?
Well, listen, we already talked about some really cool stuff. Let's, how about we just move into some of these kind of funny ones really quick. And I actually wanted to touch on this sexual harassment classes because
that ain't funny though.
We gonna make it funny. What I'm trying to say, like, yo, man, it seems like everybody and their mom is getting sexually assaulted in 2017, Vic. Like, fuck. Like, every other day, it's like, yo, Keanu Reeves fucking groped my titty back in, like, 93. And again, hey, listen.
He had his mouth on my titty, his whole mouth. It's just wild.
I was an extra on Point Break. And, you know, like, listen, I get it, man. Like, that's fucked up. But I kind of, like, what I'm afraid of is this is going to start blurring the lines of what's sexual assault. Was it really sexual assault? Because some of these people don't have any proof yet. It's just allegations. And although I would be hard pressed to want to believe the accuser, how many times have we come across where this accuser just wanted to get a little money, a little notoriety, and then now this person's name has been fucking ran through the mud because, again, you know, court of popular opinion, Vic, yo, Keanu raped, he raped her, and that's gonna stick. if keep it funky, yes or no, right? That's gonna stick with you for a
usually it sticks, and I mean, it's hard, man, because we know how guys are, man.
Scum.
Because we are guys.
Dirty bags.
We're scumbags.
But it's acting out on it, Vic.
We're scumbags.
That's the problem. Are you acting out on it?
That's the problem. Whether or not you're able to control your stupid urges, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have an urge to grope a woman without her permission.
Without her consent.
I I have a urge to make her feel like she wants to, like she wants to let me. Like, hey, if I'm good enough to talk her into it, like,
talk her into it.
but no is no, right? Bottom line, no is no. Yep. We've been taught that since day one, and I kind of feel like a lot. Like, I mean, I don't think anybody's surprised by what industry this is predominantly coming out of. Or the two industries, I should say. Because one is Hollywood, the other is politics. The two dirtiest industries in the fucking world. Mm-hmm. Right? Am I wrong? Yeah. So, when I hear that, so-and-so groped this woman, and it's 7 women, why do 7 women have to lie?
Why do 15 women have to lie? Why do 30 women have to lie? Exactly.
Now, Eb, I'm gonna keep it 100% honest, and I have.
Whoa.
Hold on, no, hold on.
No. God damn, I was like, oh shit, nah, Vic, nah, not right. Nah, we can cut this out.
No. I have story fatigue on this.
Really?
Like, it's gotten to the point where it's kind of like I see the newest allegation, and I kind of, it's not that I don't care, is that I'm so exhausted by this story, these kind of stories.
Oversaturated.
And yeah, it's like every day, and I get it. Right now, that's
the thing.
Right now, a lot of women are feeling empowered or feel like they're able to be supported, to come out with their stories, and I'm happy that they can do that. Now, something that I think some women are not going to like is that, as far as the law goes, you're innocent to proven guilty, right? Now, that's not true about the court of popular opinion. Once it sticks, once it comes out and is somewhat believable, that's you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, since all the stories are coming out at once, they all kind of seem like the same thing. And a lot of the different stories are very different. Like, for instance, the Al Franken, although what he did was fucking wrong, is not as bad as Roy Moore that's forcing women's heads on his dick.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he forced a 14-year-old girl's face onto his dick. Until the point where she was fighting so bad that she pulled her head back, and he told her, I am the district attorney. You're a teenager. Nobody's gonna believe you.
And that's
Al Franken, yeah, that's, and you know what the problem is? That it's very true. That people don't tend to believe women when they come out with these allegations. You have to prove far beyond a reasonable doubt to be absolute with some of these prominent figures in society.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing that you have to think about though, Vic, is also the stature, and it's sad to say, but your skin color. A white politician gonna be very hard pressed for you to get there. A black rapper, heartbeat. Look what happened to Freddie Gibbs. Tupac, countless stories of these women that come out, and
Nelly just recently went through that.
Fucking Nelly. You know what I mean? So it's true, man. And, it sucks because we're starting to create, there's this, I don't even want to call it a wave, but there's this movement of rape culture and trying to define what rape is and what sexual assault is. And, shit that we thought back in the day wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? Is apparently like, oh, that may be a little, sexual assaulty-ish. Well, but I mean, I'm being serious, Vic. You know what I mean? Like now, it's getting to the point where I think California is trying to pass a law where you literally essentially have to make sure that this person genuinely wants to have sex with you before you have sex with them and during, because no can be no before, it can be no during, right? And if you continue to go, you're teetering on that rape shit. And what I'm tripping on is, I get that it's hard, but it's really hard for me when you start thinking like, yo, we don't want to skew these lines, right? Of, hey, do you want to have sex? Sure.
Well, here's the thing, Eb. Here's the thing. At any time that you're having sex, when it becomes no, I don't consent anymore.
Yeah, you gotta
then
stop.
That's it.
You gotta stop.
Right?
Yes.
And I mean, what kind of sexual deviant must you be to be like, you already said yeah.
I'm gonna keep going.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep. Let me bust my nut. You know, like it's not that hard, Eb. It's not that hard.
It isn't.
To figure when consent is given. Consent is given, good. If it's ever taken away, stop immediately. Stop immediately.
And you're right. You're right about that.
Thing.
And for me, my biggest issue is, listen, if I'm with a chick, I'm with my wife or whoever, you know, I want that person to enjoy it. Like, I want my wife to enjoy having sex with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that makes me enjoy the shit. But if a chick is just fucking laying there, or she's not into it, or God forbid she's fucking crying, then dog, chances are, my shit's, listen, I'm gonna lose my shit real quick. And I'll be like, oh, like, we're stopping. So these people are already fucking crazy, Vic. They're already fucking sociopaths. You know what I mean? Roy Moore forcing women, Weinstein forcing women, fucking, who's the comedian,
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K., dog, who just fucking jacks off,
jerking off in front of women.
Yeah, I mean, I see that shit all. You've seen. I mean, come on, dog. We go down to Skid Row. We go down to L.A. We go see that shit on a regular. You know what I mean? On the bus, on a train. We gonna see that shit, dog. If we're in certain parts of the. But still, dog, you don't. A normal person who has money, who has his wits about him, does not just pull his fucking dick out, dog, in front of 3 chicks and just starts going off, dog. Or you call and you just jacking off. Like, listen, dog, I jump up when my wife catches me jacking off. Let alone 3 fucking strangers. I mean,
look, here's the thing, Eb. Here's the thing. Like, I'm of the position that you shouldn't be ashamed of your sexual kinks as long as it's always consensual.
Absolutely.
So if your wife likes watching you jack off, not you personally,
hey,
general, I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag. But
I never said that, baby.
If that's what you're into, that's fine. If that's what you're into, fine. I don't have a problem with that as long as it's consensual. Yeah. As long as you ain't hurting anybody and it's consensual.
Or even if you are even if you are hurting somebody and it's consensual, then it is.
As long as you're not killing them, dog. Like,
I mean, listen. I've seen some fetishes. These motherfuckers on the edge, dog. They're like, listen, I'm not busting a nut till that flatline kicks in. You know what I mean? Like,
Jesus.
fucking, yo, put the fucking belt around my throat and just choke the shit out of me till you see the whites of my eyes.
Autoerotic asphyxiation, Ed. Autoerotic asphyxiation. I've heard of it.
There you go.
I've heard of it.
The thing is, this is the problem that I'm kind of having with this, and I'm kind of torn because, for one, as a guy, you're right, Vic. If consent is given, perfect. If consent hasn't been given, you stop. Right?
It's no.
It's a no. You stop.
Yeah, it's no. It's as soon as it's not given, it's a no.
But
get your dick out, wipe it off, hit the road.
There's a lot of women out there though, Vic. They don't operate that way. They don't operate with the like. What do you mean? I want to have sex? Like, fuck. Like, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that we're all squared away here. Midway, you're not gonna ask me, you still want to have sex with me, right? Like. You know what I mean? Like, there's body language. Like, those are cues, man. Like, and I feel that what this may be, though, Vic, this may be what you and I and people in the 80s, maybe very early 90s, and way before that, have been programmed to operate on, which is you don't ask, right? You kind of, women don't want you to be, excuse me, may I possibly? No, like, but I think this is how men have been programmed, right? Which is, you should know, you should understand women's body language. You know if they're into you. You know what I mean? Men aren't really the type of people that want to just express feelings and find out and what's going on. Now we kind of like,
but these aren't the situations that are coming up.
Not in this case. Not in this situation.
The situations are coming up, or I didn't want it.
Yeah.
And they abused me.
But
sexually.
there's also, you're right.
So
You're absolutely right. But there's also stories of the flip side, dog, where women just bring it up and you're just kind of like, I didn't know that that's what it was. Like, I thought everything was cool. She was into it, whatever, you know what I mean? And next thing you come to find out, like, you get hit with a rape charge. So it's kind of like it's very hard because the definition of rape, the definition of sexual assault is changing very rapidly, dog. Very rapidly. I mean, in the early 90s, people was running trains, dog. Like, that's gonna catch you all a case in 2017. But think about it, Vic. Yo, we was trizzing, dog. I mean, think about it. Think about that shit, Vic.
But I mean,
Triz.
We're here. We're here in 2017, where even Uncle Russ, Eb, it's always a fucking.
It's always a fucking uncle.
It's always a fucking uncle.
It's always that fucking
but
uncle.
Uncle Russ is getting caught up on allegations, man.
Damn.
So
I mean, I believe that,
you know
though.
what, man?
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it. Look at this. What was it, Kimura? Whatever her name was. Kamara, Henry Kamara. Whatever her fucking name is. I mean, let's keep it funky.
Kamara Lee, man. Kamara Lee.
How old was she? She was fucking young. Like, this guy was like 40, almost in his 40s, 50s, and she was barely 18. I heard that he was trying to get at her when she was like 16. You know what I mean? So is it really hard? Is it really hard to believe that fucking Uncle Russ was out here, like, you know, and it's hip hop, dog. I'm afraid for some of these rappers, bro, because I know they were doing almost damn near every old Smack DVD or any like backstage video. You remember what was it that backstage? Not beef. What was it, man? When they had when the Rough Riders and Rockefeller all went out on tour together.
Oh,
what was it?
What was the name of that DVD?
It was
fuck, I don't remember.
But you know what I'm talking about. It was that fucking tour, dog.
Yeah.
Dog, I remember when they came out with the video, the whole, you know, they had the tour down and everything. Dog, some of the shit that these motherfuckers was doing out there was like, yo, you do that shit now, you are gonna get hit with a sexual assault case, my man. Like, you out here pulling titties out, slapping chicks in the ass. You know what I mean? I'm being serious, dog. You know what I mean? So I know. Like, again, some of this shit is changing and it's skewing a lot of what, at the very least, people from the 80s and the early 90s, 70s.
Maybe for the better, Ed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm just saying, listen, if you out there, get up on your game because shit is changing real quick. You know what I mean? Yep. And you do not want to be
Read your rule book.
You don't want to be that individual out there getting caught with your fucking pants down. No pun intended.
Yep, because the rape charge is forever, Ed. It's like herpes. A rape charge forever.
That's gonna stick with you forever. You're absolutely right, Vic. I agree with you. And you know, I was you know, you and I were talking about this, obviously, which was, like you said, it's in the music industry, it's in the movie industry, it's in politics, but it's also at work, dog. That's that one thing that doesn't get a lot of shine because, I mean, listen, like, it's work. No, it's regular, you know, it's you and me. It's whoever. I read the story that these fucking supervisors and managers are starting to get training on what sexual assault is. And I started thinking, like, do you really need a class for that? Like, is that something that you really
Yeah, you do, actually.
Jesus Christ.
You do. Have you never taken a sexual assault or sexual
I've taken a sexual harassment class, but I thought that's what it was. But this piece was making it seem like, that they're getting offered advice on what constitutes as sexual harassment. I'm like, I thought that was a given already. Like, some of the stuff that they have here, written or verbal comments of a sexual nature, such as remarks about a colleague's appearance, questions about their sex life or offensive jokes, displaying pornographic or explicit images, sending or forwarding on emails that contain content of a sexual nature, unwanted physical contact, and touching and sexual assault. And I'm like, I don't think I need a class for that. Like, I know, like, yo, I'm not going to be at work sending the wild, like, fucking spread eagle. Like, yo, check this out.
But the problem is that not everybody knows that. Common sense ain't that common, Ed.
I would think that somebody in a position of a high position as leader would understand, like, you know what, that doesn't sound, that's probably not something that I would want to do. I wouldn't want to go.
High position, low position, Ed, it don't matter. call back to just earlier in the episode where I was talking about how I worked at a pool for 10 years. It was a city pool. And as a city employee, you have to become, you're what's known as a first responder, and city employees and first responders have to, by law, take a sexual harassment sexual treatment class. And this thing lasts about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And
Standard.
they'll tell you everything.
Pretty standard.
They'll tell you everything. They'll tell you everything on what can be considered sexual harassment. And that's damn near everything. So you have to be very, I mean, and look, nobody wants to be sexually harassed, and you shouldn't want to sexually harass. Now, that being said, that workplace was full of hourly sexual harassment.
Oh, fuck.
Because it was a pool. It was a pool with half naked people working with each other all day long.
Damn.
So I've never worked in a place with more sexual harassment than there.
Jesus Christ.
But you know, I kind of understand like why we needed it. Like, imagine if we didn't know how much further it would have gone. So,
but that's the
like,
thing.
I get
guess,
it, man.
I mean, I think this is what it is, Vic, because you're telling me that you guys went through a training, knew what it was, and these motherfuckers was doing it anyway. So I think that these people are going to do it regardless, dog. And I don't think it takes.
I literally got sexually harassed during sexual harassment training.
Get out
Let me
of here.
explain. Hold on, let me explain. And it was like the joke, right? Like the joke is that I'm sexually harassing you during this training. So one of the girls that I've known for a while that worked there, came in late. I was sitting in the back. She came and sat right next to me, and really fun, really cool person. And they're talking about how unwanted touching, and not unwanted, but I forgot what the other word would be. Like public touching of someone can also make another person feel uncomfortable, which would be sexual harassment as well. And the second the person said this, the instructor of the class said this, she put her hand on my leg and moved it up, and
Whoa.
I felt violated.
Oh, dog.
But it was nice.
Oh, no,
'cause
listen.
She was fine. She was fine. I didn't feel too bad. She was fine.
No.
But
You catch it.
But she was cool as fuck.
You
So
catching the case.
she was.
You got that.
I didn't do it. She did
I
it.
was saying, not
That
you.
wasn't
I'm
me.
saying her. Listen, I'm going straight to the cops. Listen, I'm
I'm better get paid,
You
son.
got the Sierra Madre money? Oh, what? What happened? How'd you get all that bread, Vic? Well, it was a very traumatic experience. I really don't want to talk about it. But just know that she no longer
you's a
works
bitch.
here. See, but there he goes. There you go, Vic. You're feeding into the culture of a man, which is like, oh, you a bitch if you're going to say some shit.
I don't want to say this because I'm very hesitant to
Just say it, Vic.
downplay the traumatic experience that women have,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
for men, it happens as well, and it happened to guys at this workplace as well. This happened to men constantly by supervisors.
Damn, Vic.
There was one person that literally sexually harassed my friend to get hours.
What?
To get hours for work. Yes.
Damn.
So I understand, but what I'm saying is, so like, for instance, in the Al Franken situation where he took a picture, like, roping Leanne Tweeden's breast, that was fucking wrong, right?
Absolutely.
But in that same tour, she groped, Robin Williams' ass. She forced him to kiss her. Like, that is that too, but it's just the way that we're not usually the people that get taken advantage of. So when it happens so often to women, I understand how traumatic it could be to consistently get battered over the head with fucking advances and unwanted touching. So I get it. I get it. But it does. I mean, just yeah, exactly. How about some dick?
Yeah, it's true.
Like Chris Rock said.
How about some dick?
I get it, man. It's very bad, but there is kind of like an unspoken, like double standard, which I see, but I don't want to downplay what's going on right now, because it's clearly happening, and it's clearly from people of power wielding their power over women.
Yeah. Mostly,
Mostly, right?
Yeah.
So it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. So we need to be more respectful of each other's spaces. Like, I don't like people all up touching me, like I don't like, unless I know you, like, keep your hug to yourself. Unless I know you, like, keep that over there. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just need to be more respectful to each other. And no means no, guys, man. That's the bottom line. No means no. I think what it is
just like, guys, you just stop being scumbags, man. Just stop being these fucking nasty, perverted, dirty motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, if you gotta ask, you gotta ask. And I know shit's hard, right? I mean, because again, we've been all programmed to just, a chick's gonna let you know if she wants it, right? You're not gonna do this whole, hey, do you want some dick? And midway, do you still want this dick? Like, I know it's. But listen, the way the climate is right now, and you have to see it, man. Not every chick that fucking flirts with you or that fucking smiles at you wants to fuck you. It is what it is.
Yep.
The bigger issue is these, and the thing is, this whole sexual assault, I really just do it more towards that there's these dirty motherfuckers, Vic, that are going to use their power and position to coerce women to do what they want for some sort of gain, which is completely and absolutely disgusting. I can't respect a guy like that. It's fucking, it's just wrong, man, all across the board. Like, what kind of sucker do you have to be to where if you can't do it on your own, if you can't talk to a woman, if she doesn't find you attractive, whatever it is, and you got to use your fucking job and then kind of essentially threaten them with
force.
Yeah, like, that's just wild, yo. Yeah. Like, that's just fucking nuts to me, man. Like, it bugs me out. So, again, this whole rape culture thing, which I think, Vic, it's very intriguing to me, just kind of hearing how some people perceive it and how some women perceive it. I would love to one day kind of get women from different ends of the spectrum, because there's the woman that says, no, you need to ask, you need to find out, like, you can't just do it. And then there's going to be a chick that says, no, I don't want a fucking guy to act like no pussy. Like, I want to be a man to be a man. Program probably the same way, which is like, you'll know if I'm into you. You don't have to fucking ask me if I'm into you. You know what I mean? If a hot guy comes, touches me, I may like it. And there may be a girl that'll be like, if a hot guy comes and touches me, man, I don't want him. I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I would love to get both ends, because I know that there's women on this whole like rape culture and, pushing for it, and I get it. And then there's other women that aren't. So I would kind of like to get both of those views, kind of, because as a man, like, dog, we're two men talking about some shit that women are going through. You know what I mean?
That's true. And I think that's kind of the problem, right? Like we're guessing on what the solution is, and we can only imagine it from our perspective, but our perspective is kind of the problem. Not per se like us personally, but the general idea of how we think.
Exactly. Yeah. You're right. But
that was an enlightening conversation with Mr. Eb Drillo.
Hey, listen. Every now and then you got to switch it up. But let's go back to the fuck shit. Yo, Pasadena has.
Oh shit!
This chick killing people for hair weaves on.
I don't want to talk about the do-not parade. That shit.
Yo, you know what's crazy though, Vic? Like, my dad went to this shit. Like, my dad was out there. My dad sent me so many fucking pictures, dog. I was like, whoa. I'm like, Pops, you are washed.
Did you text him? Did you text him? Enough. I've had enough.
You know what it was? Listen, my dad is he's a man of very few words.
We just said the name of the event. You got to explain what it is.
So the Doodah Parade is just a parade in Pasadena. It's usually held towards the end of the year. So I know it's changed sometimes, but it's typically at the end of the year. It's been going on for almost like 20 years now. But essentially, it's just like, if you're a fucking weirdo and you want to come out, you could be a fucking weirdo. It doesn't matter. You can come out dressed like a fucking mechanic, and you can come in dressed as a fucking bunny. You can do whatever you want. It's just literally, essentially, it's a parade to do whatever you want within boundaries of, not coming out with your dick hanging out, jacking off in front of people.
Exactly.
You can't be on that Louis C.K. shit. You can't have your titties out. But essentially, it's just like weirdos. Like, whatever you want to do, just about anything goes. The thing about this fucking parade, it's a very, very bootleg ghetto ass parade because it's only about like 3 blocks long, and they just go in circles until everyone gets tired. So my dad went to this, and again, my dad isn't someone who texts a lot. He's not someone who really spends a lot of time on the fucking phone. But I looked at my fucking phone and it had like 30 fucking text messages. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, yo, my shit is lit. I was like, yo, did Drake get my old mixtape from fucking '02? Like, yo, I need to get you in the studio ASAP. So I was like, yo, I ran to it and it was my
Mr. Double in
this bitch
studio. Oh shit.
So I get to my phone and I was like, it's Pops. 30 fucking text messages from Pops. But then it made me think like, yo,
what happened?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what happened?
So I open them and it's just a bunch of pictures from the fucking Doodah parade with these wild, like, dog, he sent me a picture with it was like, what's it called? A mascot convention, bro. Like, it was nothing but fucking mascots, like, all lined up. And they were dirty, too. That's the problem. Is that it wasn't, like, brand new. Like, some of these, like, oh, You've held on to these for quite some time. And so, you're sending them to me and I'm just like, God, Pop, like, yo, what is up with this shit? And I was like, oh, fuck, the Doodah parade is still going on. So have you ever been to the Doodah parade? Yep. Have you ever like just walked by it? Fucking
No, I've gone to it. I've gone to it before and I wasn't excited about it. So here's the thing. I hate the Rose Parade. And I'd rather go to the Rose Parade.
Ooh, that's bad.
So, and it's not that, like, I'm not down for, like, weird shit. Like, I love weird shit.
But this is borderline, it isn't weird, like, Hollywood weird, where we get all...
Nah, this is like borderline, like, people trying to be weird, and they're just boring.
Just corny as fuck.
Yeah, it's just corny. It's just some corny ass shit, and I don't know, it was just kind of not cool. Actually, as a matter of fact, Eb.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
we about to be on the Doodah parade next year.
One of my friends' mom was the queen of the Doodah parade.
Oh my god!
Yeah, all those moms.
We gotta have a fucking. We just gotta have a podcast about your buddy Aldo, bro, because that guy has lived a life.
Oh man, hey, good luck to him. He's having surgery after his motorcycle accident. Oh shit! Like he had a broken femur and he's had to go through several surgeries.
Rest in peace.
He's gonna have surgery tomorrow.
Damn. I mean,
shit.
No,
don't go that far.
No, I mean, like, bless up, yo. Bless up. Hey, he didn't die yet. I'm tripping.
Nah, man, you fucking up, man. What the fuck?
Oh shit. Yeah, man, yo.
But no, yeah, my buddy Aldo's been through some fucking wild ass shit.
Wild stories.
Like his life is very interesting. He's my age.
Yeah, man. Your bro, that dude has lived the stories that I have heard. Lord have mercy. But
him and his family, especially
his pops. His pops is Pops is a legend.
Let's not. I'll get into that later when I'll change the name, or I'll say one of my
buddies,
Dad so and so.
Name rhymes with Waldo.
We'll talk about that.
The Doodah parade, man. Like again, the Doodah parade. It's funny because this shit is like. Every year, so like people are actually still doing this shit. Like I would think that this parade is one of those things where you're like, it's just gonna die out in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like it's just a bunch of nope. This has been going on strong. And my pop was like,
people look forward to it, man.
My pops was like, yo, did you get my pictures from the Doodah parade? I was like, yeah, I got every single one of these pictures that you sent me. Like he was.
I muted you for like half an hour.
I wish I could.
I went back.
My pops was intrigued by these fucking weirdos. Shit. Like, and it's like, I'll tell you this much, there aren't a lot of people of color in this parade. Like, this parade.
No, there are not.
Is strictly Vegemite sandwich and like mayonnaise, deviled eggs and fucking
warm milk before you go to sleep. Ooh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, PJs. But yo, I got it. If you're ever in Pasadena, if you ever come out here, check out what the Doodah parade is. It's going strong, man. It's going strong, and more power to them. You know what I mean? Listen, you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun out in these streets, Vic. Even if it's something as corny as this shit.
We were talking about something that I'm gonna reveal later, some other day. But you gotta have fun, man. Hey, you gotta have fun.
Yeah, listen, that's the biggest thing. as corny as that shit is, these people are having fun, man. They don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about them. They're out there having a good time.
Ed, that's the best part of having white friends, Ed. Like, believe it or not, they do whatever the fuck they want to do as far as having fun.
Yeah.
And that's just good. Now, I'll still have my reservations. I won't do everything they do.
I can't fall asleep around white people, dog. I get very... I can't do it.
Hey, no, they know. They better not.
Listen,
no
I can't...
No Sharpies, no fucking carrots, nothing,
no
dog.
razors, nothing.
It's a wrap, dog. I will go to jail, dog. They know. They know.
Listen, I can't fall asleep around white people, and I can't take them to taco trucks at 2 a.m. after drinking.
Oh no,
dog! I don't know what it is. Listen, I don't know what it is about white. I don't know what it is about white guys who get real drunk, who are around very big, either if you're Hispanic, black, or Samoan, dog, they feel like they're fucking Superman because they don't give a fuck. They're like, yo, they will throw down. Dog, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it, but listen, when white guys,
no, because I was there. I think I was there the day you were talking about in particular.
Were there, dog? And, white guys,
and I think it was one of my friends.
Yes, white guy to be specific. He was a white dude, very cool guy.
Fuck.
Very cool guy. However, this guy became Johnny Dangerous as soon as he knew that.
Drinks.
Listen.
Anytime he drinks.
Listen, I can understand it, Vic. Listen, I'm 6'3", about 280. Back in the day, I was pretty yoked. Your brother's about 6 foot, about 270, pretty fucking yoked himself. And you're 6 feet, and you're a fucking huge guy, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm 6 feet. I'm 6 feet. How you get that many 6 foot Mexicans out there and the 6 foot Salvadorians?
Listen.
That's just crazy.
Some big guys. You know what I mean? So I would probably feel very protected and thinking like, yo, get the fuck out of my line, you bitch.
All right. We might as well fucking tell the story.
On a guy's fucking wedding day. How do you disrespect a man on his wedding day?
We might as well. Like the setup for this has already told the whole story. All right, man. So Ed, myself, and my brother were at a little like kickback get together, which actually had another funny component, but about Eb in particular. But we'll save that for another day.
Another story for another day.
You know, we're hanging out, we're drinking, we're having fun, and you know when you get to drinking, at least in our area, one thing you do usually,
you
go have tacos afterwards. Yeah, you go get late night tacos. Fucking shit is lit. Fucking, it's like the after party pretty much.
But you gotta go to a taco truck. Only taco truck. You can't go to no restaurant. Taco truck.
So we drove I don't know, 5 or 6 miles to the nearest taco truck.
Yeah.
And,
son, we were in Sierra Madre, dog.
Miles. All right, like 10
went
miles.
to Old Town Pasadena.
we drove a little bit to get to the taco truck, and Eb's lit, my brother's lit, my friend is completely shit faced,
super lit.
And we're waiting in line to get tacos because this is a poppin' truck. Mm-hmm. And the people were behind are dressed in tuxedos. And listening to the cadence and the way they're using language, you can tell that they were Italian guys. A very particular brand of Italian as well. Let's just call them Jersey Shore type.
Yeah.
And whatever, it does no bother to me. But you can overhear them talking about how one of them just got married, blah blah blah.
Guy was in a tux. Guy was in his fucking tux.
All three of them were in tuxes. And my buddy, the drunk white guy, came out of pocket and told the dude, "Shouldn't you be in your hotel room getting another kind of taco?" And I just threw my hands up. I was like, oh, fuck, we're about to fight. We're going to fight now. And the guy was like, what? What'd you just say? What'd you just say? And at that point, I realized I had to go move my car and I let Abby handle it. I'm going to go handle the car.
Let me go move the car.
So I was just, but you could kind of hear it in their voice that they're the type of guys that were barking a lot, but they weren't actually going to fight.
They didn't want no smoke.
Felt comfortable.
They didn't want no smoke.
Yeah, I felt comfortable letting Carlos and Abby take care of it. And sure enough, man, nothing happened from it. But this is the type of situations I get in with my friend. This has happened more than once.
Oh God,
this has happened more than once.
I'm telling you, Johnny Dangerous, and I know I always thought like, yo, this guy probably got real bold because he's like, yo, I got these three big motherfuckers with me. So we gonna get down.
Yep.
And in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, if this white boy gets in a fight, I'm not saving this kid's life. Like, I'm gonna let him get packed out. I don't know him. All right. I had no beef with these guys. This guy just got married. That's very disrespectful on your wedding day. Now, if it was Vic and he was fucking super turned and you were like, yo, you should be fucking your wife, you fucking Guido, then I'm gonna be like, yo, I guess we gonna fight. I'm gonna have to duff you out on your wedding night.
Here's the problem, man. Here's the problem, man. I probably would have helped him out. I probably would have helped try to fight with him. And if I get in a fight, Carlos is getting in a fight. And if Carlos is getting in a fight and we're both fighting, you're going to get in a fight.
And that's the problem.
That's just the way it's going to happen.
All because one white guy decided to get way out of pocket and talk shit, dog. We just wanted tacos.
Yeah, that's all I wanted, man. And you know what the funny thing is? We ate those tacos. We went to go drop my buddy off back in the city where we were partying. Came all the way back to my crib. Me and Carlos came back home with Ebby. We ate some leftover pizza. And then I drove Ebby back home.
Yo, lovely.
This night was fucking ridiculous.
I'll tell you this much.
But
don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
And don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive in a city where it's perennial for pulling people over.
Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it, because his next story might be about you. Or the next rhyme might be about you. You know what I mean? Listen.
Damn.
But I'll tell you this much, like I said, man. White guys love to get froggy when they got some backup. And I felt bad because I was just like, yo, I can't fight. Because I can't fight over this. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yo, we should have, maybe this is God about to teach this young man a lesson tonight. You know, who am I to intervene? However, Vic, being Vic, you know, it was like, okay, we might have to fight. But like you said, Vic, they weren't with the shits. They didn't want no smoke. Imagine getting your ass kicked on your wedding night? Nah.
Yeah, that'd be a bad look.
That would suck.
But man, Ed,
yeah,
we kind of we're pushing the limits here of our episode.
Take it to the limit.
I think we've had a
We got one more, Vic. You gotta let these people know
man,
one more.
I think we're good, man.
I think you gotta tell it. Listen, there's a man about to commit suicide this Saturday.
All right, we'll talk about this one real quick.
This man is ready to die. He's obviously ready to die.
Let's dip into this. So, Eb, you and me are very intrigued about this group of people in particular, which are known as flat earthers. And I can't understand why, given all the evidence in the world, why you would still believe that, right?
It's like, you know, she's a hoe and you still want to wife her. You still want to wife her.
Yes. It's like anyone trying to get with Black China. You know she's a hoe. You know it. You know it. You know what's going on. Yeah. You know what it is. You know what you're getting into.
Catching mad bukkake sessions and you still like, nah, she the one for me? No.
Anyway, Ed, let's keep it short, man. Damn. I gotta edit this motherfucker.
Let's go then, dog. You keep talking.
So this dude is out here in California, by the way. I thought it was going to be Florida, but he's a self-proclaimed astrophysicist.
This motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Self-proclaimed rocket scientist, excuse me.
Fuck out of here.
He has made his own rocket and plans to go high enough. He plans to
launch himself.
Ignite his rocket.
And launch himself.
He plans to launch himself high enough to take pictures and prove that the earth is flat. Why? Now, this man is not a physicist by trade. He's a self-taught physicist. But he is a limousine fucking driver, Ed. What the fuck? What the fuck.
Well, you did make a good point. You made a strong point. If there's gonna be someone flying a rocket, it'd be a limousine driver. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, or a Cadillac owner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might as well be rocket ships.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's gonna go on. I'm at the edge of my seat reading up about this.
Why?
Like, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know because I don't know if he's a troll or if he's for real.
This guy has a death wish, Vic.
Like, if it's for real, it's gonna be real sad, real quick.
This guy has a Charles Bronson death wish, and he is waiting to meet his maker on Saturday.
Like I don't know. Like, okay, so NASA, with the billions of dollars they've put into their program, has had rockets explode on them.
Earl from Apple Valley is about to make this shit happen. He about to get up there and prove to the world. He's gonna prove to every regular human, if he makes it out alive, by the way, that the Earth is flat. What I was reading was like, so when this shit eventually comes down, like, what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna stop it? Like, this shit's coming down, dog. Like, what are you gonna, like, you have a parachute? Is like, what's gonna happen? Like, he ain't gonna be up there forever. And just to let you
he gonna jump out.
Just to let you know, he had a Kickstarter campaign. His goal of $150,000, Vic. Hold on. Already, Vic. Guess how much money this guy has made from his Kickstarter campaign?
I don't know.
$310, dog.
God damn it. Oh, my question is one of the perks picking the color of the casket? Because this shit's gonna happen. This is how it's gonna end.
I don't get it,
like,
dog.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm sorry. This guy is not gonna be successful.
Nope.
If he is, I'll eat my words. But,
Ooh.
I mean, if he launches on Saturday, and he makes it more than a couple feet, I mean, even if he doesn't make it a couple feet, it means he's dead.
Yeah, because that's just coming back down hard in flames.
Or it's going to explode on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like I said, Vic, you can't take away people's happiness. You let people do whatever they feel is necessary. The only issue I have with this is with all the fucking evidence in the world. Why are people still trying to prove that this fucking Earth is flat? And even if it was fucking flat, who cares? How does that change our lives in any way?
And don't even put that caveat out there.
You're right.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're giving them fucking ammo. You're giving them the attention they want as far as possibilities. It ain't happening. I ain't gonna give it to you. I'm sorry. There's overwhelming proof that we live in a spherical Earth. That's the way it is.
Well, and I'll leave you with this Mobb Deep bar that Mr. Hughes here left with. Yo, it's scary as hell, but none of us are getting out of this world alive. Truer words have never been spoken by a man who's about to fucking die. And that's gotta suck, dog. When you know it's like, yo, you are gonna die, my man. And he's like, fuck that. I'm about to prove all y'all wrong. I got my little fucking GoPro, and I got my fucking my iPhone up here that's probably not gonna work as soon as I get up past the fucking 2,000
I got my iPhone 6.
Fucking clown. Anyway, man, c'est la vie.
Hey,
good luck. Good luck. Oh,
good luck,
yo,
man.
real quick.
Godspeed.
Real quick.
Oh, God.
Real quick.
Yeah.
This
show's never gonna end.
The OK Cupid update. Whatever happened with fucking Smith's Girl 27?
I'm gonna take the fifth on this.
Did you smash?
But hey, this was a good episode.
Yo, we need updates on OK Cupid every week.
We're back. We're glad to be back. It's episode. What episode is this?
This is episode 46, Victor.
Episode 46.
The midlife crisis episode.
Here, the midlife crisis episode. It's the Buffet Boys. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We got our name back on Instagram.
Yeah.
Buffet_boys. Hey, start following us again. We didn't get the account back. We got the name back. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Buffet_boys, and on Twitter, Buffet_boys. Make sure you check out our website, BuffetboysPodcast.tk, because we can't afford the .com yet. And hey, shout out to the UML network doing big things. Yo, we're back at it again.
That's right, yo. Again, big shout out to the Urban Mobile Life Network. Big shout out to Poindexter and the crew. Shout out to the Sweats and Suits podcast, Twisted Sisters, Moguls on Sports. What was the other one? I keep always
Smoking Aces made a little comeback.
Yeah, I see that. I always fuck up the homies from Texas.
2 reels in a pod.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
Big shout out to y'all. Hey, big shout out to J Man. Always so fucking with us. And everyone else that's out there. We appreciate the love. Yo.
Legends in our spare time out in the UK.
Across the pond, mate. I get it. We out here. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, this was episode 46. It was a good one. We're finally back. Try to stay consistent. But you know what it is, man? Holidays. Daddy got to make that money. Feel me? And hey, listen, Thanksgiving is in a couple hours or in a few hours. We hope all y'all have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. If anyone's putting raisins in their fucking potato salad, kill yourself immediately. Make sure you oust this person and ostracize them during Thanksgiving. I, for one, am making myself my cornbread dressing. I'm making some greens and some mac and cheese. Wifey's making the ham. We're gonna have a
eating
good
vegetables.
one. Ain't no motherfucking vegetables, son. We don't eat vegetables on Thanksgiving. We ain't no vegetables on Thanksgiving. You feel me? Fuck vegetables. We ain't no clowns out here. We eat straight meat and potatoes. But anyway, man, yo, this is episode 46, the vegetables episode. Yo, you know what it is, man. We're gonna be back next week, as always, podcasting for the culture, bringing more knowledge for your brain, more culture for your soul, and more bullshit for your week. It's your boy, the Salvadoran Sensation, trayéndole ese sonido salvadoreño.
It's your boy, Kodak Brown.
God, please. Shit. Damn, dog, you still off the fucking margaritas? The fucking peach Smirnoff.